gonna bring it to you live. Shakka Ahmose. Last summer, he took it to a brother Hashar, AOC community. Family, when I tell you that Shakka Ahmose is on the hunt for Hebrews, you best to believe he's on the front in the hunt for Hebrews.
The masses speak, okay? In the Greek language, you do not pronounce the P with the T. So it is not Ptolemy.
Shakka Ahmose, the Hebrew killer, has now just arrived, hunting down Hebrews. Shakka Ahmose is now face to face with Captain Tazaryah. Unfortunately, ISUPK happens to be outside at the arrival of Shakka Ahmose, the Hebrew killer, the slaughter, the annihilator. Shakka Ahmose, the Hebrew killer.
Hold on, shut your mouth for a minute. Did you want to tell people to shut their mouth? Shut your mouth for a minute.
That's why we saying white. That's why you say black people, because that's the nationality that they put on themselves. But we ain't black. We from the tribe of Judah.
Even Reggie has validated that. And I'm coming at your ass. Okay? No, now let me ask you this one question. The Egyptian language, what it would be classified as?
It all depends on who's doing the classification.
No.
Yes, it is. Yes, it does. It does. Completely.
Give me the classification you want to give me.
The masses speak, okay? In the Greek language, you do not pronounce the P with the T. So it is not Ptolemy, it is Ta. Now, why is that important? It's important because if you read Lichtime, Ancient Egyptian Literature, volume 1, 2, and 3, which is a must-read for anybody who knows anything about ancient Egypt, you will know that the god Ta, the reason he was called Ta was because he evolved out of an older deity in the lower numbered gnomes called Ta Ten Den. And that's why when you read the older translations of the Book of the Dead, he's never called Ta. He's only called Ta Ten Den. Later on, he's called Ta. So let's be very clear on that. He is not a Semitic deity, not in any way, form, or fashion.
Don't say I said, was he a Semitic deity?
You did. What you said was the language. You said the language. The language. Okay. No problem. No problem. All right. Now let's get back to I copulate your coffin text. Let's get back to I copulate between the buttocks. Let's get back to that. Okay. Now, number one, if in fact that is in the coffin text, now I'm gonna show you how you prove something. Okay. When I go to my book, Codex Game Over by Shakka Ahmose, in here you have the original coffin text. I mean, you got the original pyramid text. Now, I'm not just going to cite something from your Bible and say it's in there. I'm going to give you the source, the verse and the chapter, so you could go see it. Because if I don't do that, I could just be making that shit up. Just like you could be making that shit up. Why? Because you didn't give nobody in your camp Forget me. Forget anybody watching. You didn't give nobody in your camp a verse or a chapter. Right now, I want you to hold that paper up and show the camera the verse and the chapter, and the verse and the chapter that comes from. Do it right now. Do 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 do. Okay, yeah, it ain't there. All right, so hold up. No, I'm almost done. I got about 5 more minutes. I counted. Here we go. Here we go. Because you just got done, bro. You got roasted. You smoke coming off of you, dude. You got shot down. All right? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. No. Here we go. I'm going to pick a good one for you. Let's find a good one for you, bro. Because when I quote, I get verse and chapter. You feel me? Here we go. Here we go. Oh, there's so many of them. I don't even know which one to pick. Right? Here you go. Let me see. Let me find a good one. The Morning Star. Which one? Pay for You know, I'm going to find you later. You know that, right? Y'all evil, man. I swear to God. Y'all don't give a brother no break. They really don't. But that's why I fuck with them. Here we go. All right, let me see. Which is a good one? Here you go. Coffin text. Not the coffin text. I'm in the pyramid text. In the pyramid text. This is a pyramid text that existed over 2,000 years before your Bible came into existence. In the pyramid text in ancient Egypt, it says, Horus has completely filled thee with his eye in his name of fullness of God. That is utterance 364 verse 614. Over 2,000 years later, the Greco-Roman Christian Judeo copy reworked from the ancient Egyptian original, that ye might be filled with all of the fullness of God. So what I'm saying to you is I just gave you verse and chapter in which I showed you took it from the pyramid text. That is not unique and original to the Bible. So hold on, at the very least, even if we say they did not plagiarize, and by the way, your definition of plagiarism, and you said that you're a dictionary, I would suggest that you check with the Oxford Dictionary, because in the Oxford Dictionary, the word plagiarism is described as such.
Let me guess, it's written in your book.
No, it is not. It is described as such. Go look it up. Hold on. It says, and it's going to say it in every Oxford Dictionary, because they are consistent. It says to claim the work of another, to claim a written work of someone else's as if it was your own, and to try to pass it off as such. That is plagiarism. That's plagiarism.
Okay, so listen, let me just deal with this.
Yes.
What you did was 2 things.
Right. Okay, here you go. Hold on, I got my last one. I got my 1 minute. I'm going to take my 60 seconds.
Go ahead.
Here you go, you damn Skippy. I'm going to show you where they came up with their shit from. Because they're trying to pass their Bible off as if it's unique. You feel me? Here you go. In the Bible, is Jesus' tomb found open? The rock is moved away and his tomb is open? Yes or no? Yes or no?
I'm going to answer you like you ain't answer me about that buttock shit.
Yes! Okay, all right. Okay, no problem. It's in there. Well, hold on. Let's see where they got it from. Let's go to the pyramid text. Shake off thy dust unto thy bandages. The tomb is open for thee. 2,000 years later, Mary Magdalene went to the tomb and saw that the stone had been removed from the entrance. So in the pyramid text, you got Osiris's tomb being open. All of a sudden in the Bible, his tomb is being open.
Right, okay, now
deal with it. Deal with it.
The one thing I don't want to take away, from somebody eating. You know what I mean? No, hear me out.
Come with it.
Now, he basically wrote that book to eat. Nothing wrong with that. But you
to eat?
And I mean, everybody. I'm just saying. I mean, you ain't write it for nothing. You ain't write it for nothing.
I wrote this. Hold on a second. I wrote this so that people know. No. I wrote it. I'm going to tell you why I wrote it. I think you'll like this, Hashar. I wrote it so that when black people are trying to make a decision about religious literature, this way they can make an informed decision instead of hearing just one side. See, I did not present just the Egyptian side in here. I did not present just the Hebrew side in here. I gave both and I lined them up together so that an honest person, see, you think I'm out to get the Hebrews. I'm not. What I am is I'm saying let's be fair. Let the evidence have the last word. And what the evidence says is that there's so much in your Bible that I can show you that's in the pyramid text.
based off what you just said and what you wrote in that book, not only a filibuster, you're a bullshit artist.
I didn't write this.
You're a bullshit artist. And I'm going to tell you why.
I collated
You did. I'm going to tell you why you're a bullshit artist. I got you, King. I'm going to tell you why you're a bullshit artist. Because you just said that you put the text together so people could see to make a particular choice, right? Then your title would not be Codex Game Over and going against the scriptures a certain way. It would just say, make your decision. You understand? Here's a text to match against this text. So you show me that you're a bullshit artist. So now I want to know, are you being genuine or bullshit? What is it?
I'm being very genuine. Look.
Either you dealing biasly, intellectually, or you just gonna deal intellectually.
I gotta give you a plan.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. That's what's up.
I could have chose the better title.
Right. That's what's up. You know. So, but the bottom line is this.
But for me, it's game over.
I got you. I know you feel that way. I know you feel that way.
It's game over all day, people.
I know you feel that way. But see, it's like this. And I mentioned Shakka Diop for a reason.
Why is that?
And not in a negative connotation, but just to get an understanding that what you teach, what you preach, you practice that. You stand for that. That's one. Two, I also presented because everything that we do, we say, okay, how you brothers roll, what you brothers about. And I'm not going to forget he said again that he's read every corporate text.
Let me address that because I forgot because that was so much in my head. Let me address that. The reason why I said I cannot attest to it is just because
Cover yourself up, young lady.
Yeah. I have read.
You distracting brothers.
I have read many books. In fact, I have read more books than most human beings alive. I have no problem with saying that. But what I will say is this. I will not stand here and tell you that I remember verbatim every single thing that I read.
Okay.
That would be a lie. So hold on 1 second. That would be a lie. Well, and that is the reason why when I wrote my book, I put sources, I put chapters and verses so people could go check themselves. So all I'm saying is that I see that you read that. But being that you did not give me a verse and a chapter to go check, I cannot attest to that. I don't remember that in there.
I got you then. So there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if we supposed to meet on another platform, I'm not going to give you that text. You know what I'm saying? Because I got many more where this come from. So I'm just saying, you're going to have to be ready. Because when it rains, it pours. That's number one. So I'm just going to say, so that's why I'm not going to give him the text. If you're ready, you should know. Say, yeah, it's something wrong, because I'll leave that alone. Now, another thing that's wrong is this. You know how cats, I'm just saying, trust, this is why I don't let them do this in the open, and I want to come up there and whatever. Another thing is this. When I speak about brothers and what we do and what we show and present, you walk it. You know, you walk it, you rep it. Now, I would never, Shakka Ahmose, I give it to him. Got the dress code, them videos, banging. 2 thumbs up, you know what I mean? I mean, if you try to show that, if you 2 snaps up, whatever you want, you know what I'm saying? No. I'm listening to him, man. Relax. Now, and you understand this, right? You look at it and you say, all right, he's showing me Egypt. And there was, okay, that's cool. Let me finish.
Hold on. That 2 snaps up shit, hold on. Put the camera on me. Hashar, on some man up shit.
Talk to him, brother. It's nothing.
All right, y'all know I don't rock like that. In fact, I address that shit like straight up on some other type shit. So don't go there with that. Don't do that. Let's keep it where it is. Real talk.
I don't know.
Real talk. Let's keep it.
No, check it out. The thing is,
it's my obligation to address that the way I'm supposed to.
Oh man, relax. You gotta listen. And see, that's another thing. You hear cats we call names all day long. You see what I'm saying? Hear me out. Hear me out.
My videos, you ain't never
hear me out.
Like, go there.
Don't.
Because I don't play with that.
I'm gonna show you something.
He can tell you something. I don't
Relax, man. You see, the thing is, if you know you're not that, you ain't gotta respond to that. Listen. Hear me out. Where you think we at?
Yeah.
Where you should think we call? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So this is what I'm trying to tell you, and this is what brothers been trying to tell you. Manhood is always represented. We called every name in the book. But we like, all right, here you do your thing, boom, because I know that shit don't apply. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about that. Now let's just, so I want you to learn that as a brother, man. Just like, so what? Okay, boom. So now, when you check most of the brothers out, now they represent, right? If I follow the zone, dress code, check it out, boom, you teaching me way off. I'm gonna tell you why. That Horus lock ain't supposed to be on your head, period.
Tell me why.
Because at the age of 12, they had to get rid of that sucker. Okay. Wait a minute, and this is factual. Right. Now, being that you had that on,
watch how I shoot that down.
Now, check it out. Listen. There was only one deity in Egypt, okay? One elder or adult known with the lock. So now when you understand is to have that after a certain period of time, it has to be off your head. Period. Period. Because now you exercising and teaching somebody based off what you got. And the scriptures say a man is known by his haughty looks, you know what I'm saying, and his attire. So we got to get an understanding. If you teaching me, boom, just like people say, well, why y'all dressed like that? And we'll show you. You got to go, well, according to the scriptures, this is why, boom, boom, boom. So when you dress like that, I got to question that. I got to say,
I got a question for you.
Get
Why
your
are you
devil ass
hiding
out.
your face?
I tell you, my face is right here, you goddamn.
Why are they hiding their face?
First of all, listen.
No, I have a question for you. Why is he hiding his face?
I'm going to answer you.
That's all. You know? Number one, okay, real fast. Number one, as far as, again, that whole buttocks thing in the coffin text, he failed to show where it is in the coffin text. Now that's real talk. That's real talk, though. He failed to show where it was in the coffin text. He didn't show verse. Everything that I read, hold on 1 second. Everything that I read, I showed verse and chapter in it. I didn't get that from him. So that you can't say that that's an equal presentation. The other thing is, hold on 1 second. I want to say something about Diop. The one thing about Shakka Diop that I want to tell people, one of the reasons that he had no problem with marrying a white woman was because his knowledge of history revealed to him that in ancient times, black people had enslaved white people. See, that's the part of white people's history that they don't want to talk about. They want to act like black people are the only people who have ever been enslaved. And that's not true. In fact, white people's first great two civilizations, if you can't even call it theirs, they were founded on slavery. Greece and Rome were founded on slavery. Whites enslaving whites. So, and again, you also have to remember, white people were certainly matter-of-factly enslaved in ancient Egypt. That was how they came into ancient Egypt, as slaves, as prisoners of war. That is a documented fact. So, Shakka Diop, being aware of that, his rationale was that, look, my people enslaved your people later on, thousands of years later, enslaved my people, let it rock. What's going on between us is a scientific marriage. You got to remember, his wife, I'm not bragging on white folks, but his wife, he didn't marry just any old white woman. He married the daughter-in-law of the Curies, Madame Curie, out of Sorbonne University. All right, so what it did was, it gave him a scientific entrance into the science world that let him do everything else. You feel me?
I'm just saying, I think they finished, but we have one more thing.
Where he at? Bring him.
We have one more thing, just as far as, you know,
bring him.
Shakka, let's be clear. Shakka said that he read everything, the coffin text and the pyramid text. When I asked him about that one text, Shakka said, Hamada, I don't know. He said he couldn't bring it up, but he read it. So what we gotta understand is, we know that he gonna go back to the files and say, I gotta find this buttock shit. And now he gonna have to come back and say, you know what? It is in there. And now if it's in there, so we have to understand. That's why I say, if we're speaking of plagiarism, right? I want to see that plagiarized in the Bible. So we understand what plagiarism is. It's just a correlation that you see. Oh, he dressed like him, walk like him, talk like him. You understand? When you see our zone, the laws are totally different. That's a whole nother story. We get into that another time. But the bottom line is this. And I will never give him the sources because I gotta crush his ass and take the lock. I gotta take Horace lock. And that's what's gonna happen. You know, and I'm saluting all the Israelites out there that had Shakka running. Y'all had him running. Salute. No, you're gonna get mad. You're gonna get mad.
Hold on.
No, you get mad.
I got the Hebrew Israelites calling me on the phone talking about Shakka, I gotta come study with you. So I don't know what you're talking about. He know it. They call it. I'm not gonna even name them by name. I got Hebrew Israelites telling me they done left the Hebrew Israelites because of what I've been teaching. So you can't tell me that, Bob. Straight up and down. And that's real talk. I don't lie. I will show you the messages, Bob. They am real talk.
Right now,
Yeah.
if the debate was on today, I would have to give it to my man Shakka, hands down. Hands down.
Put it up.
He cut y'all, man.
Yo, I'm the man with the lock. I put it on him. I'm the man with the lock, and we ain't even get it popping yet. But it's gonna go popping. Me and Hashar. Yo, get the last look at him.
World, don't believe the nigga if you want to. Yo, listen.
I put it on him.
Listen. Hey, listen. Shakka know that the Israelites made him grow that mustache. Shakka know that the Israelites. He know the Israelites made him grow the beard. He know that.
Yo,
let's give him a hand for being.
All you gotta do. All you gotta do. All you got. All you gotta do. You see what I gotta deal with? These are my dogs, but you see what I gotta deal with? I ain't mad at you.
Yeah, but we good. Now, yeah, we go. We had more, but we say that. We had more. We had a whole lot more. But you know, but we say that.
Give me that.
We had a whole lot more.
That.
But see, that's why I say, you know, hey, if you think the gun ain't loaded.
Hey, if all you motherfuckers talking about Shakka too scared to go to the camp, how many times I gotta come to the camp? This ain't the camp. The camp is when we get on stage and go for the neck. That's the camp. You feel me?
Y'all closing out?
Yeah. It's like this. Damn, man, I ain't want all these people to be here, man. If we can pull it aside, we can rap about it. But I'm just saying, when you check this out, right? When you hear them say that, oh, Christ went up, because I heard the argument that he had. Oh, he went up and boom, he coming back. Oh, is he coming back? When you check out the ancient texts in Egypt, they say that Osar went into Orion. And they say that Osar is going to return. So they say he's going to return. So when you hear this argument, it's like asinine. You understand? And it's baseless because of the fact that you saying that, oh, wait a minute, it says that he's going to return. But wait a minute, y'all said the same thing about Osar, who the white man called Osiris. Right. So I wouldn't even let that come out my goddamn mouth. You see what I'm saying? So when that comes out your mouth, it's like, wait a minute. Is this a biased argument or an intellectual argument? You get what I'm saying? An intellectual argument, I'll keep certain things back. Because I know that somebody could say the same thing to me. You understand?
That's smart. That's strategy.
So when brothers do that, it's like, damn, is it biased or intellectual? You get what I'm saying?
I get that.
You're supposed to be a more intelligent brother than that, but that was biased, intellectual, you know.
No, I know. Honestly, though, what it was me illustrating a point. Right. That if your book is as original and as unique as you claim it is, and it comes from a unique God, then why is the same text found in your book also found in the Egyptian text that predates your book?
But a lot of brothers fail to realize this one thing when you deal with Egypt, right? The first thing when you understand in Egypt, you have to ask yourself this. Why is it that the vassal kings of Egypt were Shemitic? You gotta ask yourself that. Why is it that when the pharaohs took to the side, they let the vassal kings run that land? And these vassal kings being who? Shemitic people coming from the Israelite stock. So you got to say, is your argument biased or is it intellectual?
One second. Are you saying, hold on one second. Are you saying that the native pharaohs of Egypt stepped to the side and they let foreign rulers rule in Egypt? Is that what you're saying?
Remember, when they had their viziers and
their viziers
and vassal kings, these vassal kings were not of the Kemetic descent.
No, they were not.
So now when you understand this, my question would be, are you having an intellectual argument or are you having a biased argument? You see what I'm saying?
I really don't make a distinction between the two.
Hear what I'm saying? I'm not saying you. Right. I'm saying anybody with that premise or thought process. Right. You see, because if I have an intellectual argument, it's like, okay, well, look, brother, boom. Certain things I have to pull to the side because it's not going to make sense. Right. You see what I'm saying? Right. Now, Shakka, you love yourself. That cat got the book out again. That's like
me. See, that's where you're getting it wrong. That's where you're getting it wrong. It ain't me. It ain't me. It's not me that I love. It's the evidence that I love. It's not me. I love the evidence. You're a historian like me. You know we both love evidence, Hashar. You love evidence, I love evidence. So what I'm saying is, it's not me having the last word. It's not you having the last word. It's let the evidence have the last word. So what I'm saying is, if I look in the Egyptian text at 3000 BCE, or better, let's be fair, the exact date, 2876 BCE, the pyramid text in South Egypt, it says, thou shalt be born again. Now, hold on one second. 2,000 years later, the Bible comes up with the same thing. Thou shalt be born again. So what I'm saying is that why am I finding all of your texts? I got a book full. Why am I finding all of your biblical texts carved on the walls in ancient Egypt, but written by the Egyptians and not the Hebrews?
It's absolutely simple. Simple as this. When you go back, when the pyramid text and the coffin text were erected, you have to go back to the time frame to say, during that time, were vassal kings involved during these dynasties?
No,
well, listen, were vices involved during these dynasties?
No,
now, check this out.
Right.
They weren't called vassal kings or vices at that time, but now, were there neighboring Shemitic people that came in? during the time of the Ottoman period. Yes, so you gotta understand.
Well, they were actually there from pre-dynastic times.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when you start to go into that, you see that these people were acclimated to that society. So certain things that will be parallel. Certain things may sound the same.
Oh, that makes,
Like,
makes sense. No, I have no problem with that.
For example, every black man here, every black woman here, Hispanic man here, Hispanic woman here, guess what? They're going to do things that they have been acclimated to in America. They're going to have on, they're going to speak
Jeans,
what? Good dialect and all this other BS, right? But these are concepts of things of America, real simple. But now that does not take away from who those people are. Now those people can go ahead and write stories in the English tongue of America, right? But about their people, they say, wait a minute, that story happened there. That's not plagiarism. That's just them describing the things about themselves. Because the greatest thing that you can plagiarize is something that belongs to somebody such as a deity. Okay, such as a deity. So now when you understand from a deified standpoint, there's no way that the Hebrew Israelites could have plagiarized the things of the Egyptians. Simply this. They deified one power only. Okay? And his power was Yahweh. Okay? So when we understand that, we got to say, wait a minute, how did the story go? Now when you look at our creation story, because understand this, everything, Shakka, check this out. I want you to listen. I know you're going to your page. That nigga love himself. Get that nigga a hand, man. Nigga love himself. You gotta love yourself. You gotta love yourself. You don't love yourself, you ain't nothing. You gotta get him a hand for that. You know what I'm saying? Now, so check this out. Understand this, Shakka. Here's the best way I could say that the Israelites plagiarized the Egyptians. When I would go to a creation story. I would say, wait a minute, how did they create themselves? What created? Now, when you look at our creation story, it does not match line for line, word for word, or nothing of the Egyptians' creation stories. And yet, the Egyptians have many creation stories. They don't have one creation story. They have more than one creation story. So when we understand that they have more than one creation story, that means that even their nation and their land was divided at that time. It was divided into guys that they had to fight each other. When you had Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt. Now you can't stand there with a straight face and say that they weren't divided. They were divided, were they not?
They were divided at numerous times.
So now when we understand this, then you have to say, now that's when you start to take the text and say, now what period of this division from Lower Egypt and Upper Egypt was this written? Okay, they took this during what time? Who was in the land at that time? When you do that historically, you get a better understanding. Okay, I see why this text looks like this. I see why this text sounds like this. It's real simple. But if we look at it from a point of view to say, wait a minute, oh Egypt, wait a minute, here, you're going to get distorted that way. We got to deal with the facts real simply. That's all I'm saying. You understand? So now, when we go to the creation story, I want to see the plagiarism from there.
Okay, well, hold on 1 second. You just said, let's deal with the facts. Hold on. You said, let's deal with the facts.
Okay, before we go on, I'm with you, Shakka.
Okay.
Before we go on, do you recognize what I said?
I think that what you said had a lot of plausibility. What you said had a lot of plausibility.
You being coy with your words.
No, it had a lot of plausibility.
I'm a master dictionary.
No, the reason why
just because y'all hear a nigga curse sometimes, no, and act a fool, don't think that I ain't on point with this.
Plausibility because you are being coy with your words. What you are doing is you're creating a climate where there are all these possibilities and probabilities. Okay, no problem. You're creating that. What I am saying to you is at the end of the day, if I'm a school teacher, if you're student A and he is student B, and I give both of you a term paper to turn in, if I notice that his term paper has all of the stuff that your term paper's in it, now your term paper might have some more in it. But if I see too much of a connection, I know that one of you copied off of the other.
Absolutely.
This is all I'm saying.
Absolutely.
So what I'm saying is that when I look in this book, all right, when I look in, hold on 1 second. When I look in the pyramid text and it says the hand of Unis is upon thee, or the hand of Osiris is upon thee, and then 2,000 years later in the Bible you got the hand of the Lord is upon thee. So I'm saying, okay, but wait a minute. Somebody may have gotten that from somebody, maybe they didn't. But then 1 second, when I look in the Egyptian text again and it says heaven rejoices in utterance 5:11 in the pyramid text, and then I look in the Bible 2,000 years later, it goes from heaven rejoices to joy shall be in heaven. So okay, well wait a minute. Somebody is copying from somebody. So when I look back in the Egyptian text and it says take thy garment of light, take thy veil upon thee, and then 2,000 years later the Bible comes with who covereth thyself with light as a garment, and who stretches out the heaven like a curtain. So they changed they changed veil to curtain. So what I'm saying is that as I look through the Egyptian texts, the original pyramid texts, I see all of the original. Why? Because at that time, there is no Hebrew text in the world anywhere. That is a scientific fact.
All right, so now
Let's go.
Now the first thing is this. We got to give him a hand, because I thought I was in Barnes & Noble's here in the reading. Nigga reading straight from his goddamn book and shit. That's all right. It's all good. It's all good. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Wrong, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. But now, here's the thing.
Got a good one off of me.
Here's the thing we got to understand is one thing. Again, when you deal with plagiarism, a lot of people take the word plagiarism out of context in its entirety.
Right.
Let's just deal like this. Right. Who's ever heard of Freeway Ricky Ross?
Okay, we already know.
Now, when you deal with Freeway Ricky Ross, right? You know, I can't even say it, the nigga so crazy. Listen, the brother had a bald head.
Right.
Brother had a big beard.
Right.
The brother was selling drugs all up and down the freeway. Name it. He was big time.
Yes.
Now, was his story plagiarized? We're going to show you what plagiarism really is.
Right.
A man by the name William something, who was a CEO, William Roberts, who was a correction officer, he took the man's identity. He had a bald head, because before that he was called MC Pussy Willow. This is factual. This is factual. Then he changed his name another time. Okay? And he was down with Trina and what's that other guy? Trick Daddy. Okay? And so then he changed later. And what happened? His image, he plagiarized another man's life story. That's total plagiarism. And I give you a point. If you read in the pyramid text, there's also something in the pyramid text and the coffin text which says, "Oh, thou beautiful ones." Now, if I looked at that and I say, "Oh, beautiful ones," wait a minute, and I can go to one of Prince's records back in 1980 when he made a song called "Beautiful Ones." So is Prince a plagiarist because he used a certain phrase, a term? Hell no, he's not, man.
I'm not talking
Listen, hear me out.
I
ain't interrupt you. I know you're not talking about a word or two, but we're speaking about a concept.
I'm talking about line after line after line.
Here's where you mixing it up, and this is why I tried to get you to understand. I tried to say, look, when you understand the division that was there in Egypt, right? Yes. From Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt at a certain time, going back to the pyramid text and the coffin text, and you had different beats. Wait a minute, even in Egypt, you had kings' sarcophaguses and cartouches be destroyed by other kings. So now wait a minute. Did one king plagiarize the story of another in Egypt? Let's scratch our heads on that one.
I wouldn't say it didn't happen.
Okay. So now
I would never say that the Egyptians did not plagiarize from themselves.
So now when you understand that,
right.
If they went and plagiarized from another king, and they plagiarized a whole other story and took it, now when you see other stories, people having something that might be similar, right? What would be the problem? What's the argument? There is none. That's just bias on this principle. When you deal with the Bible, let me ask you this. So I will ask you this one thing. You show me today in 2014, you show me the pyramid text, coffin text, so forth, or whatever. You show me any custodial guardians of that which was left in Egypt. Show me. Where is it?
What do you mean custodial guardians?
Custodial,
people, you know what you're saying? People who are basically kept in care the text. Correct?
Not only kept in care of the text, point A1, point B2 is this. They would do what? They also carried out those things to the best of their ability throughout time and every decade, those things that were written in Egypt to do. Is this factual, right? That's common sense factual. So now if I asked any brother that's into that, I would say, show me the custodial guardians, so therefore you can see these things in practice today, right here, right now.
Well, hold on, I could give you something that I think is very plausible. If you go throughout the different
I want y'all to listen. So what he's trying to say, it might work. It might
Yo, Hashar, you know you and me gonna go at it, right? Yo.
See, they don't think I'm listening. They think I'm just some old cursing old wild-ass nigga. That's not it. I'm listening to them.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Hold on.
Tell me that.
You say that custodial guardian, presence of or lack thereof, somehow exonerates plagiarism on behalf of the Hebrews, and they escalated from it. So 1 second, All I'm saying to you is this, and I'm going to say it again and again. If you're looking for custodial keepers of the culture, if that's what you want, I would just tell you to look into West Africa and look at the Akan, look at the Ewe, look at the Ashanti, even look at the Zulu. Yes, and better yet, and also go to Central East Africa. Look at the Dinka, look at the Nuer, and those people along the Nile River. They still carry on the same practices. Okay. If you read The African Origin of Civilization, Myth or Reality by Shakka Diop, he completely documents it. So that custodialship that you're talking about is still there.
Okay, so now, I'm going to show you what Shakka did to me. And you need to give up singing and become a lawyer.
Oh, now you're going to shit on my singing. You come.
Oh, I know, I'm just saying. Okay. Because what he did was tap dance around what I said. In other words, saying, all right, now, if it's over there in the very landmass, right? You know, many kilometers away, we know, okay, with the Dinka and so forth. Look, they're way off from where Egypt was. How come?
Not that way off. They're on the same geographical line grid with the Nile River.
So how come they can't produce or reproduce that same greatness if they're carrying the same vessels and understanding today? How come?
I'll tell you why. Well, hey, you just said it.
Okay, all right, then the white man got him. So now, but now I'll tell you this. Even Reggie has validated that. And I'm coming at your ass.
Okay? No, we coming at your ass, Reggie.
Even Reggie stated that the Hebrews, right, in that Bible, they are the custodial guardians of some of the things holding these sciences.
I disagree, 100%.
You have to disagree.
Of course.
Because of your stance.
No, I disagree because of the evidence, not because of my stance. I let the evidence create my stance. My stance does not create the evidence.
Now, let me ask you this one question. The Egyptian language, what it would be classified as?
It all depends on who's doing the classification.
No.
Yes, it is. Yes, it does. It does, completely.
Give me the classification you want to give me.
No, I'm not going to give you my classification. I'm going to give you the expert classification.
Give me expert classification.
Okay, Dr. Theophilo Benga out of San Francisco State University and out of Temple University PhD program, he classifies it completely as a Bantu African language.
Got you. Bantu African language, right? He classified it as a Bantu African language. Yes. Now, when you understand the Bantu, they came later after the Egyptian language. So I'm going back to the understanding.
That's not true. That's not true.
Brother, hold on, brother. Listen, brother. Hold on, brother. What I'm saying is, we know that the Bantu people were always here in certain existence, right? But if you go back to the language of the Egyptians, here's my first question so you can get a better understanding. Here's my first question. The Egyptians, right? The Egyptians, who were they surrounded by? In antiquity, who were they surrounded by? In other words, what I mean, because I'm not trying.
Well, first of all, it would depend on what part of antiquity you're talking about.
It's not a trick question.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to be straight up.
No problem.
Who were they surrounded by?
It depends on what period you're talking about.
Okay. We'll go. Let's see. What period do you want?
I like to go back to the Old Kingdom. Let's go back to the Pyramid Age, 5th Dynasty, King Owners.
Who were they surrounded by?
They're surrounded by other Africans.
Okay. These Africans, what were they called?
Well, you had primarily, in fact, I'll tell you something, I'll answer your question even better. To some degree or another, they were not surrounded. That's what allowed their civilization to be what it was. And hold on, if you read Jane Assman out of Harvard University, she will tell you what allowed the Nile Valley to do what it did, what allowed the Egyptians to do what it did, was that where they were located, they were barriered by the eastern desert and the western desert. So if you are barriered, that means you are not surrounded. There's nobody to your left, there's nobody to your right. The only people that they were in substantive contact with would have been the Africans, their African relatives to the south. That's it. I'm not saying that there was no contact with what we call the Fertile Crescent. I'm not saying that there was no contact with the ancient Libyans, and then that there was not contact with people coming from outside of Africa. There was at various times. They had contact with the Messenians, with the Minoans. So I'm not saying that there was no contact. What I'm saying is that they were not surrounded. Okay. So back to your other question, hold on, about the Bantu thing. You said that you tried to create a separation between the Bantu and the ancient Egyptian. But there's a problem with that. Hold up.
Never did.
So then what were you citing then?
What I said was this, that the Bantu are a time frame, not the separation of them as a people. Okay. That was never done.
Okay, but hold on 1 second. I will play, and I don't want to say devil's advocate, but let's just say, for argument's sake, now this is the kind of shit I'm talking about. So you know we both been waiting for this, all right? This is the kind of shit I'm talking about. This is fun between old hats right here, okay? if the Bantu language came much later than the ancient Egyptian language, if I take the Bantu language and I superimpose it on the Egyptian language and I see it all present and I see it all lining up, then just because ancient Egyptian was not called Bantu at that time does not mean that it's not a Bantu language. It's still Bantu.
Here's
Yo, you're not dealing with Royale.
I'm not.
Hold up.
Not at all.
You're not dealing with Royale.
Yeah.
This is Shakka Utmost.
Not at all.
All right.
And then, hold on. And I'll give you a source. I'll give you a source to prove it. All you got to do is read all you have to do is read Shakka Diop, The African Origin of Civilization, Myth or Reality, where he shows you all of the parallel words and terminologies, syntax, everything that's in the Wolof language that parallels lines up with ancient Egypt.
I'm with that, but I'm gonna show you what Shakka did. Shakka is indeed a lawyer, because what he did was tap dance. Notice he said the Bantu. Now notice what he said. I asked him what was. I'm gonna show you how. I asked him what was the ancient Egyptian language called. Now he tells me.
You didn't ask me what it was called.
What did I say? What
You
did I
didn't ask me what it was
say?
called.
What did I say?
You asked me, I don't remember, you didn't ask me what it was called. I don't recall that, because you asked me what it was
I
called.
said what would be remember I said what would it be labeled?
You said what it would be, no, you said, no, I'm sorry, no. You asked me, I'm gonna tell you exactly what you asked me. You said, what would it be classified as? You didn't ask me what it was called. Those are two different questions.
Classified?
No, they're two different questions. Why? I'm gonna tell you why. No, you asked a poor question. No.
God damn, you got polite.
Hold on, let me get you. Let me show you. Let me school you, youngin. Let me school you, youngin.
Check this out. When you check this zone out, when you deal with the Bantu, right? Notice what he said. He said that just because the Egyptian language wasn't called Bantu and they were speaking the same thing, right? What he did.
Bantu is a later terminology.
One of his favorite words. That's a filibuster.
That's not filibustering. Yo.
I'll tell you why. You know why? Because I'm asking you this. What was this language called? That's all I'm at. What is it classified as?
Okay, stop. Now stop right there. Let me teach you something. No. I'm answering you. But I have to teach you as I answer. Okay? English, you have a language, what we talking right now, it's called English, right? But what is the classification of the English language? Is that classification called English? Or is it called something else? So when you're dealing with linguistics, classification and name are not the same thing. They're not mutually exclusive. They're not synonymous. So now, let's deal with the language of ancient Egypt. The language of ancient Egypt had two names. One was sa.neter. The other one, which means words, the divine words. The other one was sa.neter, which means good speech. So those are the two terms. Now, what is it classified as? If you go with Western white scholars, they're going to classify, or they tried to up until 1974, they tried to classify ancient Egypt, the language of ancient Egypt, as Semitic or Hamo-Semitic, which is a misnomer and an obsolete term. Why? Because the term Semitic denotes descendancy from Shem, who is a fictional character. Okay? Now, one sec. Now, what was I just saying? Oh, now, if you go to the classification of Shakka Diop out of the Sorbonne in France, and if you go, hold on, if you go to Théophile Benga out of Temple University and out of San Francisco State, they classify it as African, 100% African.
I got one question.
And all you got to do is read, all you got to do is read by Théophile Benga, Pharaonic, the Pharaonic period.
I read those books.
Okay, you read African philosophy by Obenga?
I'm a linguist. If I ask you.
You read Obenga?
I read that. Yeah. So what I'm saying is this. What you just said, right?
Yeah.
About Hamido-Semitic.
Yeah.
Yo, man. You know what? You all like Royale. Nigga got me dizzy. He went so long and shit. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Listen. When you deal with this language, and my question was this: did Shakka Diop marry a white woman? Yes or no?
Yes, he did.
Okay. All right. I'll come back to that later. Yeah, and I'll come back to that later.
My mother went to visit him and give him an award.
And see, this is my problem when you look at their teachers of the black this and black that and black this, yet they stick their golden scepters in damn trash. They stick them in trash, and then it's like, come on, man. So now how much can I validate? You did the work, respect, salute, but how much can I validate if you did not follow that in your life, in your physical walk? But now, listen. It's not about killing it. I'm just saying. There's nothing to be touched on, and I shouldn't have touched on it. I just touched on this. The language itself, when you deal with the language, right? Let me ask you this, patah. When you deal with patah, right? Is patah an ancient sa.neter word, or is it Shemitic? Is it Hebrew?
Oh, it is definitely Kemetic. It is definitely Kemetic.
I'm gonna leave it at that, and we'll prove it. This is how I know you don't speak.
Okay.
Let me just say this. This is how I know very clearly. No, I'm not saying speak sa.neter. What I'm saying is the full understanding and the basis of this language in itself. It's just like a lot of people say they speak English. You got different types of English, right?
You gotta tell me.
Right? And a lot of people don't speak it correctly. So when you understand that, when you go and look into these words and look it up and how they evolved and where they came about, you see that they have Shemitic origin.
Where did the word come from? Tell me. Hold on. Tell me. Where did it come from?
Here's what I'm saying. I'm speaking about patah. You see that has, here's what I'm saying. You see that it has Shemitic roots and origins. So now when you talk about the writings of Hebrews, right? When you say, y'all didn't even write no writings and this, that, and the other. Remember, when you speak about old African and how they did, what was the first thing that Africans did? And how they told stories of what they did? It was oral tradition. When you deal with Hebrew Israelites, we have oral tradition. Okay? And oral tradition passed down. Why? Because these are things that weren't supposed to be given to everybody. You understand? So now when you pass oral tradition, you come back down even into our writings as far as priesthood. Everybody wasn't priests at that time. It's the same thing in Egypt. So a lot of things that brothers read, and you notice, it wasn't privy to everybody. Is this correct? In Egypt, I'm asking. That's correct, right? So now the stuff that you read that belong to priests, you can't put it together the way you putting it together. If you go back to coffin texts, if you go back to the pyramid texts, these were things that was given to priests. See? Yo, let's give the tap dance kid a hand. Let's give the tap dance. He ran, cat ran. He said, I need a pen. Cat skated. But you know, we're gonna deal with some of these gods and things. You know, matter of fact, he like his coffin text. Come on, man. That Arab man can't save your ass. Hey, Shakka, that Arab can't save you. Get him on camera, go run into the Arab to save him. Nigga, run into the Arab to save him. That Arab can't save your ass. We know he in your land. Yo, come on, man. Let me get that coffin text. We gonna read some text. We gonna read some coffin text. And we gonna get out of here because the house of David gonna get on that. Yeah, it's time.
They tight.
Yeah, they tight.
That or you want?
Yeah. And
Or you want the other stuff?
Yeah, it's coffin. Come on, Shakka. Come on, Shakka. See, now I call this filibuster. I call it shaking in my boots. I call this tap dancing. Yeah, you gotta film this nigga tap dancing, son. You gotta be fair now.
Hold on. How you doing? How you doing? Nah, stand right there. He did finish.
No, I didn't finish. You ran to the side. Now, you like dealing with coffin texts, right?
Yeah, I see Greek.
And say they plagiarized, right? Let's just deal with this text here.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna read this to the camera.
Yeah.
And we're gonna deal with this coffin text.
Okay.
Now, I want to see if this is plagiarized in the Bible. And Shakka, you said the things are plagiarized, correct?
Go ahead.
I'm asking, yes or no?
Yep.
Okay, he said yes. So I'll read. A coffin text also states, Ray has no power over me, for I am he who takes away his breath. A tomb has no power over me, for I copulate between his buttocks. Show me that in the damn Bible. Show me the plagiarism of somebody copulating in somebody's buttocks in the Bible. You ain't gonna find that, man. So now I wanna see that. I wanna see that shit.
What about that?
You ain't gonna find that. Show me that coffin text, line for line, word for word. Give me 2 words. Give me copulation. Give me buttocks. You ain't gonna find that shit in there, man. What? Let's stop playing games, man. That's in the coffin text, is it not?
What text is it? Cite
the text. Is it in the coffin text?
I can't testify.
Is it in the coffin text?
Wait a minute.
Is it in the coffin text?
Cite the text. I'm gonna ask you again. Do you got the site? Let me show you.
You said you read them all.
Hold
You said you read them all.
I did. I did read them all. I read them all.
So
Every last one.
Is it in there? Yes or no?
I can't attest to it. I cannot attest. I can't attest to it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I love that one. I love that one. me now. Don't do me. Don't try that. Get the fuck off the mic. Yo, check this out. You ready? No, dude. I got 2 questions to go.
Say it again. Come on.
Okay, you got another one?
Yeah, we got.
All right, you got a few of them. No problem.
So all I'm saying is this.
Okay, go ahead.
Listen. Now, if you ask me something about the Bible, right?
But you gotta get the
No.
You got to cite, bro. You got to cite the text. I can't take your word for it. It's in there.
Just like when you read the Bible.
You got to cite the text. Yeah, you get verse. Yeah, you get verse, chapter. What verse and chapter is that? What verse and chapter is that? Go ahead.
See, he said that he wasn't royal and all that.
What verse and chapter is that?
And royal, and I'm gonna tell you why. Cause listen, the way I operate is like this. I hear you out. And so you done told me everything about yourself. What he said was this. He has read every coffin text.
Yes, I did.
Correct?
Yes, I did.
Correct?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
So now if he has done that, when I asked him, I said, is that a coffin text? All he has to do is tell me yes or no.
Okay.
Because he read it all.
Okay.
Don't tell me, well, could you cite that for me, please, kind sir? Okay. Get the hell out of here.
Okay, now my turn. All right, Hashar, no, you've been filibustering, dude. Hashar, you've been filibustering. Okay, no, you're going to give me the same time. You're going to give me the exact same time.
Sure I am. Check this out. Here's why. If you ask me something that was in the Bible, hey, wait a minute. I'm reading that this one was a faggot, and he sucked somebody's balls in the Bible, right? Now, if you ask me that, right, and say, is that in the Bible? I'm not going to say, brother, could you quote the verse, please, so I can make sure? I'm going to tell you no, because I read the damn Bible. Right. I'm going to tell you it's not in there. So now, if I tell you that in the coffin text it states, Ray has no power over me, for I am he who takes away his breath. A tomb has no power over me, for I copulate between his buttocks.
Right. Okay.
Is it in there or not? Yes or no?
Okay, again, I'm going to say it again. I cannot attest to that. Now, liar. Okay, liar. All right.
Liar.
Now, all right, hold on. Give me the camera now. It's my turn now. It's my turn now. No, right now. Okay, now, 1 second. Hold on. I gave you your 12. Give me mine now. First, to your question about dope. You tried to say, I'm not stupid. No. See, you want to say a whole lot of shit and then have me go over it. I'm going to address everything you said, including that. No. Stop.
That's not
Stop.
African power.
Hashar.
That's not black African power.
Hashar. Now you see?
That is not black African power.
You done?
If a man talks about the uplifting of his people,
Are you done?
And then pop a damn white woman, that is not black African.
Hashar, now you being disrespectful.
Black woman. Where's that round black ass that you hitting? Where's that beautiful black woman?
Are you done?
You gonna see the
Are you done?
dog that took everything from you
All
and
right.
say, hey, let me pop one in you.
Hashar, now
Get
you
the hell out of
being
here.
less than Hashar.
No, I'm sorry.
Because if you're going to give me
I'm
then
sorry.
you got to give me
Hey.
me. If you got nothing to fear from anything I say,
go
you
for
should
it.
let me rock
Go
like
for
it's
it.
nothing.
Go for it.
Okay?
Go for it.
Now, number one, Diop. You said that what you tried to do was you tried to discredit Diop's scholarship. Let me finish. Stop. Don't respond. I'm not asking you for a response. I know exactly what you said. You tried to discredit Diop's scholarship by saying that he had a white wife. Number one, I agree that it's contradictory for him to have a white wife and then claim what he says. I have no problem with that. But the problem is that him having a white wife does not refute his scholarship. So what you did was you tried to characterize. The only problem, I want to make it clear for the people, the only problem is that characterization is not refutation. So you didn't refute anything that Diop said. Let's be very clear on that. Let's be standing on that. No. Go ahead.
Now, the only reason why I did that.
Hold on, go ahead.
The only reason why I did that, right? No. I didn't do it to. Listen, I didn't do it to take it off the topic or none of that. Listen, I'm gonna show you something. I did that to show you the mind of a biased thinker, because the first thing that they'll do is say, King James is a white man and he's a faggot, right? That's the first thing they'll do. Okay. So now that booger, I don't believe that booger. So okay, if it's good for the goose, why not the gander? You see what I'm saying?
All right. That's now. Let's get back to the facts. Let's get back to the facts. I understand what you're saying. Matter of fact, let me tell you how much. Hold on. Let me tell you how much I understand what you're saying. My own mother, was part of a delegation that went to go award sa.neter Diop's wife an award in Senegal, in Africa. And when they got off the plane and saw 4 white men coming to accept the award, they said, no, you're not getting this award, because they did not know that sa.neter Diop had a white wife. My mother was part of that delegation. They did not give them the award, because that's how we roll. We don't fuck with that. However, that does not refute his scholarship. As a scholar, the man was called the Pharaoh for a reason, because his work is unfuckwittable. Now, let's get back to your patah. You told me, or you tried to infer, okay, I know you're listening. You tried to infer, because you did not prove. You tried to infer that the term ta. Now let me teach you something. In ancient Egypt, and particularly in ancient Greek, anytime you got the letter P and the letter T together, guess what? You do not pronounce the P. Okay, so let me finish. Which means the name is not patah. The name is Ta. Just like Ptolemy. His name is not Ptolemy. Anytime I hear somebody say Ptolemy, I want to kick him.
Anthem on the track, you know what it is. Shakka Ahmose, the Hebrew killer, is on the prowl, and he's looking for Hebrews. The brother is hungry. He's looking for Hebrews to devour. Shakka Ahmose. Unfortunately, ISUPK happens to be out on a Saturday afternoon, and who walks up? Shakka Ahmose, the Hebrew killer.
It's gonna look like he spilled the wine press on you. That's what you need to understand. Killing with the sword must be killed with the sword. Go ahead.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
This is the patience and faith of the saints. Who is the Lord's saints? The Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. The men who do the work and will of the Lord. And happy will we be in that day where we can get vengeance on the devil in the earth, known as the white man. Now you come and you grab a flyer. You get inside our classes. You get out of these Muslim mosques. You get out of these Christian church. Get out of these Buddhist temples. You leave all these false religions and philosophies alone. You grab a flyer and you learn your heritage. You learn your identity.
Heritage. We don't know that we is God's chosen people. We don't know that we have laws.
I have a question for every black person watching this. These are Hebrew Israelites, ISUPK, and they have a sign out here that says, we are not African, that we black people are not African. So the African people are not our brothers. But put the camera on this white boy right here. Hold on a second. He got his face turned. I want you to see this white boy they got rolling with him. This is the Hebrew Israelite. He got his face turned because he know the camera about to hit him up. That's why he ain't gonna look straight forward. No. Put it back down. You already know that's their #1 weakness. They got a white boy rolling with them, but they saying that the Africans are not our brothers. Keep that on him. Keep it. He ain't gonna look over this way. He looking over there. See, they got a white boy with them, but they saying that the Africans are not our brothers and sisters. But this white devil that's rolling with them is their brother and sister. It's their brother. So yeah. That's not my brother.
How you know he's a white boy? Do you know his nationality?
I don't have to know his nationality. I don't care if he's from Cuba, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic. None of that matters to me. I know a white man when I see a white man. It's that simple. Now he could claim any nationality he wants. And I'm not saying that. I mean, black people have been known to accept everybody. We're not a xenophobic people. sa.neter Diop proved that already. But my thing is, what kind of mind fuckery are they trying to pull on black people with the Bible to tell us that we are not African people when all the evidence in the world, from DNA evidence up to everything else. See, they want to rely on DNA evidence when they talk about the Jewish gene or the Hebrew gene. But when our DNA shows that we got EB1A that goes back to the pharaohs of ancient Egypt, which it does, all you have to do is look it up. Just Google it, EB1A, the DNA of Ramesses III, and how many African Americans have it. It's to a very high preponderance. But yet they're going to tell us that we're not African, we're not Egyptians, but hold on, put the camera back on that cracker. But they're going to tell you that that cracker's their brother. And that's what they want to educate your black children to believe based on some nonsense called the 12-tribe chart. So they said the hell with DNA. They're going with a made-up 12-tribe chart that one of their predecessors stole from a white man who wrote a book, and he told him he had a vision when he was in a hospital with a broken leg, and that's where the 12-tribe chart came from. We're going to get into that deeper and later. But, you know, I'm out here. Let me, yeah.
Prove about we ain't African.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't have a problem. If they want to say we're not African, that's their choice. But how you going to tell me that that's my brother and he's in your organization, but those are not my people? When I look like them, I don't look like him. They look like me. So when God sent the Hebrews to hide, they didn't hide out amongst people that look like that. They sent the Hebrews to hide out amongst the Egyptians all the time. And they admit that the Egyptians were African. So these people are, they're not just confused. They are unusually confused. They are unacceptably confused. And that's very sad and scary. But, you know, it's going to be a beautiful thing out here. Let me explain something to you. You know, there's no fear on their part, and I know there's no fear on my part. So it's just a beautiful thing. We have nothing to fear from one another except the truth. And if the truth hurt, then let it offend. Okay? So I certainly got some questions. Yeah, absolutely. So, it's Tazaryah. Hey, yo, it's Tazaryah. Tazaryah, you can ignore me, but is that my brother? Hey, Tazaryah, are you telling me that that's my brother? Right there? We the same tribe? That's my brother right there?
I will make thee.
Well, he's going to ignore me. He told me to come. I'm asking Tazaryah because he was the one popping all that shit on the microphone, so I'm asking him. You feel me? Real talk. Hey, Tazaryah, yeah, you go look at me. I got no problem with that. I'm asking you again. Is that white boy my brother? Because you teaching black people that we Hebrew Israelites, and that's supposed to be my brother. So I just want to know. If that's my brother and that's what you teaching people, they can come and get it. It don't matter. He can get on the microphone. Oh, he gonna answer me.
Real fast.
Here you go.
We don't teach that black people are Israelites.
You don't teach that black people are Israelites.
Hispanics and Native American Indians are Israelites.
Okay, they can hear him.
Different tribes are the nation of Israel.
That was your question, right?
Yeah.
Your question said, how could he be my brother? And how the Africans could not be my brother. Let me ask you a question real fast. Who's a Kai Gurley?
Sorry?
Who is a Kai Gurley?
I have no idea.
You don't know who that is. Do you know anything about Ferguson?
I know anything about Ferguson? Yeah. I know it's a place in St. Louis.
That's all you know.
That's it. And I know that we've had some recent disturbances there.
What about Staten Island?
I'm familiar with that too, yeah.
Now, with everything that's going on, you want to ask me if this brother is a Hebrew Israelite. A Kai Gurley just got shot by the...
No. What I asked you, What I asked you was... Okay, go ahead.
Shut your mouth.
Okay, hold up, man, hold up. Be respectful, brother. Don't be disrespectful. I'm not a bitch. Don't talk to me like I'm a bitch. Cause we can pop it off. I got no problem with that. All this don't mean nothing to me. That don't mean nothing to me, bro. I look like a Christian?
That's right.
Do I look like a Christian?
Who asked you?
Do I look like a Christian?
Did I say you was a bitch? I did not say
you know
that.
where it's about to go.
I did not say that.
Did I say
you was a bitch? Did I say you was a bitch? Is that what I said? Did I call you out?
Good. What are you saying?
Did I call you out?
Don't tell me to shut my mouth. Don't tell me to shut my mouth. Don't talk to me. You can't? Well, shut it for me. Shut it for me. Shut it for me. You got a whole posse here. Shut it for me. Shut it for me. Shut it for me. That's what I thought. Give it back to me. Give me the camera. He on some bitch shit. He told me to shut my mouth, but he can't shut it for me because he think he talking to a bitch. He can't answer the question. So that's what you call a clown. He's a clown. All right. So yo, put it back on the backer.
Come here,
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
You want to worry if this is
There you go. He want to tell you that that's your brother.
This my brother, but you
you
ain't
go.
got nothing to say.
All right, so that's his brother. So the point I'm making is that's his brother.
But you want to talk to me about Egypt. You want to talk to me about Africa. Everybody want to
are not the brothers and sisters. Yeah, he running it is. Yo, he running, he ducking. He don't want to talk about nothing. He don't want to talk about nothing that they always talk about on the videos. This is why I don't want to come here, because to me they clowns. And I'm going to say it on camera. They don't want to deal with issues. Anytime you come with evidence, they want to talk about everything else. So I'm not wasting my time with this anymore, because all it's going to do is put me in an ignorant light with ignorant people. I'm not here for that. I asked him a question about the got
45 different results.
And he want to talk about
because you can't get your DNA test from the white man. Now, the white man is the devil, but he ain't devil enough to give you your identity. Oh, he gonna tell you the truth with that. He gonna tell you that you come from Africa, but he gonna tell you that he's Christ. He gonna tell you the Egyptians is white. Right now, they're about to come out with a movie. Keanu Reeves, the Egyptian.
So everything
this one, the Egyptian.
Everything else. Give me that mic, yo. They want to talk about everything else except evidence. They got white boys rolling with them, so I just asked him a question. He's telling me the Africans are not my brothers and sisters, but this white boy, caveman, I know he like a caveman to me. I never saw Malcolm X vote with anybody look like that. I mean, I'm saying, they're just straight up, you know? So in any event, he don't want to deal with, he told me to come out here. You told me to come out here. You told me to come out here. Yes, you did. I saw the interview. I'm here now. But now all that shit is something, you want some next different shit. What happened to that other shit you was talking about? All right, okay, whatever. All right, he don't want to deal with the knowledge. He want to deal with the knowledge.
Give me the text that show me I'm Egyptian. Give me that.
All right, and in the event, what?
I'm asking a question about knowledge.
What? You asking me a question?
I'm Egyptian.
Okay, hold on. I do recall I asked you a question first. So when you answer my question, I will ask yours. There you go. You got a sign over here. Emotional, brother, I'm cool as hell. I'm about as cool as they come. Brother, I'm about as cool as the coldest river you will ever meet. So here we go. Check this out. They got a sign here that says, "We are not Africans." Now, they have every right to say that. I disagree with them. But when you're going to teach young black children that they are not Africans when they look like us and we look like them, and then you're going to tell them that this white boy here, I don't care what nationality he claims, you're going to tell them this male with white skin and straight hair look like a caveman, you're going to tell them that that's my brother because of some 12-tribe chart. So my question is, am I supposed to believe that somebody that looks like that is my brother, but the Africans are not my brother? Am I supposed to believe that?
Yes, you are. Now,
okay. So you heard him. He said, I'm supposed to believe that. This is what they want to sell you. All right, here you go.
No, what's your so
There you go. All right.
I'm repeating for you.
Right.
You said, how can I say that we not Africans?
Right.
But I can take this brother, regardless of what tribe,
right.
and say that he comes from,
right.
say that he's my brother.
Yes.
sa.neter looks like your brother, don't he?
Absolutely, he's my race.
Camera on sa.neter. sa.neter is a Dominican. sa.neter is a Dominican. He's not African. He's not black. sa.neter's daddy is Dominican. Hold up, wait.
I'm a black man.
Let me answer that.
Listen, you said based on looks, because he don't look like
phenotype.
Change it now.
It's called looks. Phenotype. Looks.
sa.neter looks just like you, right? But he's Dominican.
Okay.
He's not black. This brother is Puerto Rican. This brother is Puerto Rican. His daddy is a Puerto Rican. Regardless of your skin tone don't make you who you are. I'll give you another example. Bob Marley is a white man because his daddy is white. So why are you telling me? So why are you basing your question? Stop talking. Why are you basing your question on skin color then? Why are you basing on skin color? If you agree with me that Bob Marley is a white man, but he looks like dark skin. Bob Marley is darker than me. So why are you telling me that I have to base my relatives on skin color?
All right. Now I'm going to answer your question. I'm going to answer your question. Between ethnicity and race. Apparently, just by your answer. Well, hold on, one time I'm answering your question. Hold on, now you want to interrupt me? Hold on, shut your mouth for a minute. Since you want people to shut their mouth, shut your mouth for a minute. Hold on one second, I'm going to answer your question for you. I'm going to answer it. No, well, that's your opinion. You're entitled to it. Check it out. Here's the deal. Okay, so first of all, he said that sa.neter is not black because he's Dominican, as if there are no black people in the Dominican Republic. There are many black people in the Dominican Republic. There are many people who are not black who look like him who are in the Dominican Republic. Now, so in any event,
I gave the example of
right.
Telling me about skin color don't make you who you are.
Well, hold on a second.
Question, but he's
so hold on. If telling you about skin color, if telling you about skin color don't make you who you are, then what's the problem you got with white people?
What does white people being?
What's the problem you got with white people?
White people enslaved 99 million black people, murdered 77 million Native Indians, 25 million.
You just answered my question. He just answered my question. He just answered my question. He doesn't even hear the question. He just answered. Hold on, 1 second. 1 second. In one essence, he told me that skin color don't mean nothing. Next minute, he tells me white folks enslaved everybody. So what matter? What? You sound confused.
Saying the word white.
Why are you saying white?
That's the nation. That's the nationality that they put on themselves in America. That's why we're saying white. That's why you say black people, because that's the nationality that they put on themselves. But we ain't black. We from the tribe of Judah. But when I'm talking to people,
hold on, whoa. Okay, hold on. He said he's not black. So if you're not black, then your message is not for black people then.
My message is for black people.
You just stop. Hold on. He's confused. He's confused. He just said that he's not black, but his message is for black people. Does that make sense? Think about what he just said. He just said, my brother Tazaryah just said that he's not black, but he said he's not black, but his message is for black people. You got to explain that to me. You just told me.
This your scholar? This your scholar? This is your scholar. How is the color black my nationality? That's my question. How is the?
I never said stop. I never said I'm gonna answer your question. I never said that black was a nationality. I said black is your race. African is your race. It's not your race. So black is not your race. So then hold on 1 second. If black is not your race, then why is your message? Then why is your message for black people who are not your race?
Black people commonly called today. Give me your identity before we came into America.
Before we came to America?
Give me my identity before I came to America.
All I know is my ancestors came from the continent that we call Africa today. That's what I know.
You can't tell me who I was, right? That's what you're saying.
I can tell you by modern standards, you are an African.
Okay, by your understanding. But you can't.
You are an African.
But there's 50 countries in Africa. You can't tell me which one.
52 on a good day.
So now, but you can't tell me which one I come from.
No, I cannot tell you.
So you can't give me my identity before then.
I cannot tell you which country you come from, but I can't tell you what continent you came from. You came from Africa. No problem. Yeah.
This here on the premise. This here on my premise.
Yeah.
You saying that
me and T, we good. Relax, we good.
You can't give me my identity, is what you're saying.
I said I cannot give you your country. I can give you the continent if you want. I gave you the continent. That's Africa. The best I could give you is the continent.
Country. I asked for my identity.
Okay, I cannot give you your exact identity.
Thank you, no sweat. So now, when we came here in America, what were the titles that they gave us? Nigger, Negro, Black.
They gave us a whole bunch, sure, all of those.
Absolutely. Right?
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Today, black people in America are referred as black people. Is that not correct?
Yes, we are.
Is that our identity?
Is that our, yes, currently it is. Yes, it is.
No. What I'm saying is that our identity, is that our real identity?
In racial terms, yes.
It's not.
I disagree. In racial terms, yes, we are black people. In racial terms, we are black people. What do you mean, how is it possible? Sure, they did. Absolutely. It's in the text. Yes, it is. It's in the text. In fact, excuse me, it is. They did call themselves black. You asked me a question. I gave you an answer. I gave you an answer.
Is the same as me.
I never said that. No, I did not say that. I never said that. I never said the Arab is saying to you. If you're talking about a black Arab, then yes, sure. Yeah, relax. We having dialogue here. This is not a place for text.
How can you be a black Arab?
You can be a black anything. If you black, hold on, you a black Hebrew Israelite? 1 second, you sure? Sure, yes. There are black Hawaiians. Why? How is that nonsense? So wait a minute, 1 second. Hold on 1 second. There are no black people born in Hawaii?
You ain't getting my point.
There are no black people born in Hawaii?
About where you're born.
But they're never, where you are born, stop, hold on. This is what I said before. Let's talk to each other, hold on. I don't want to talk to the camera, I want to talk to you. I'm not going to talk to the camera, talk to you.
No sweat.
All right.
You gotta hear what I'm saying.
I hear you.
What am I talking about then?
Hold on, you talking about identity. Now, hold on 1 second. Can I respond? Can I respond to you?
You can't give me
T, let me respond. So what I'm saying to you, T, let me respond. What I'm saying to you is what I said initially in the very beginning. Apparently, you don't know the difference between ethnicity, nationality, and race. They are not the same thing. No, you're not, because when speaking about them, you're confounding them. If a black person is born in Hawaii, they are Hawaiian by nationality. Excuse me, by a nationality.
You know what we would call them.
It doesn't matter what you call them. We're not talking about that. Yes. Yes.
You know that he's from the tribe of Judah. He's a Judite. If a Puerto Rican was in Hawaii and comes into the truth, he would say that he's an Ephraimite.
Okay.
Not a rich
but they don't acknowledge those. But they don't acknowledge those. They don't acknowledge those. I don't acknowledge them.
Who don't?
I don't acknowledge them.
They don't. Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about black people all over the world don't acknowledge those.
All these people back
Sure. I count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I count 16.
So that's nobody?
That's a few people. That's a drop in the bucket. I'm an African. That's a drop in the bucket. I'm an African. Pick a place. 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 His parents came from Africa off of a slave ship in this country. Yes, they did. I know that for a fact. That is a fact. Why not? But hold on, but didn't you say Africans sold Africans? That's a historical fact. Well, I'm telling you that Africans sold Africans. That's common knowledge.
When did I say that?
I'm saying it. I'm saying it. Okay, then let me ask you this. Did black people sell black people in Africa?
No.
No, they didn't?
African.
Oh, there you go. Thank you. Don't edit that out. Yes, absolutely.
That's what happened.
Where's your evidence?
Where's the evidence?
Where's the evidence?
Give me back.
Show me the evidence. I feel you, baby.
You ain't got to feel me at all.
I feel you. Go ahead.
Actually, give me my identity.
Right. I did give it to you. I gave it to you twice. I told you you are an African.
I can tell you where you come from in Africa. I can just tell you come from the continent of Africa.
So absolutely. That's enough. So pick a country. Pick a country. Pick a country. Pick a country. Pick a. 1 second. How many? 1 second. Give me that camera. How many ethnicities are in New York? But we all New Yorkers, right? We not all New Yorkers. We not all New Yorkers. Hold on. I'm in New York. We not all New Yorkers. All right. What do you want for the text?
Do y'all know where New York comes from?
Oh, he got Babylon and Timbuktu. Hold on.
A city called York in England. When they came over here in America, they called it the New York.
Right.
So you're calling yourself after the goddamn white man.
Let me ask you a question.
What's the question?
Is the Bible text copied from ancient Kemetic on the walls?
Hell no. We don't have penises in none of our documents. Yes, that's right. There ain't no penis hanging nowhere in any biblical literature, color, wall, drawing. You ain't gonna see nobody holding a penis, erecting it, and worshiping it. But in Egypt, you will. Let me tell you something. Oh, slide back for a second, Tazaryah. Look at them playing with the penis right here. Look at this. Where's that? Look at him playing on the penis right there in Africa. Do we do this? If I told y'all in our culture, I got to come and dress and paint your penis.
Hold on. How do you know that those are not Hebrew Israelites? How do you know that those are not Hebrew Israelites?
If you was a homosexual,
how do you know that those are not Hebrew Israelites?
Play with your penis. That's what Africa.
How do you know that those are not Hebrew Israelites?
Homosexual.
Hold on. How do you know that those are Hebrew Israelites?
When they worship that God, man, you know how they worship it? Give me in the Egypt book about men.
Not only that, hold on. They say they claim circumcision. Don't they touch another man's penis when they circumcise him? So, but no, this is what I'm talking about. They're so contradictory. They touch another man's penis when they circumcise him, but they don't say that. Don't you touch another man's penis when you circumcise? Don't you touch another man's penis? No, when they circumcise. No.
As a baby, the doctor circumcised the baby today. Y'all do know that.
Right. Absolutely. And don't the Jews actually suck the penis off of it. Hold on. The Jews actually suck the male penis when they circumcise him as a baby. I will show you the documentation. There you go.
That's what the Jewish man does. The Jewish man goes and
absolutely. Yes, he does.
Look at the the Egyptian pictures?
Right.
They grown men playing with penises. Right. They ain't no young boy.
Show that. Show that. Show him. Show it. Show it. Show it. Show it. Yeah. I want to deal with what he got. I want to deal with what he got.
This is grown men
Right.
playing with penises.
Yeah. Hold on.
Picture of that.
Go ahead. Show it to him. Show it to
Grown
him.
men
Now I'm gonna show you what that really is.
on Egyptian wall. Now,
I'm gonna show him what that really. Hold that. Hold that.
hold that. Take that back. Now, go back to the one from Africa. That's more grown men playing with penises. Now, my original question, but you ain't answered my original question.
I'm gonna answer it right now.
My original question was, show me the Egyptian text that shows me I'm an Egyptian. Everybody heard me ask the question. I ain't got my question answered yet, but he's asked about 5 or 6 questions. Can I get an answer to my question, please? Can I get the Egyptian text, please?
1 second.
I'm asking for it.
Absolutely. All you have to do is go to the pyramid text, and it tells you.
Give it to me.
I'm giving it to you now. I'm giving it to you now. I'm giving it to you now. All it tells you is that in the pyramid text, it tells you that Upper Egypt is populated with the youth of Nubia. They replenished their population from Nubia. That is in the pyramid text. That's a primary source from the southern borders of Egypt, from inner Africa, from whence we come. So therefore, let me finish. Therefore, being your ancestors come from inner Africa, yes, the text does tell you that you are an Egyptian. So you just asked me a question. You said, are you? 1 second, you asked me a question. 1 second, you asked me a question. 1 second, you asked me a question. Tazaryah, you gonna let me speak? You gonna let me speak? Are you gonna let me speak? Okay, so you're not gonna let me speak? I won't talk then. Okay, I won't talk then. Now, if it tells you, you asked me, are the Egyptians and the Nubian, or you said, are you Egyptian or are you Nubian? You just, 1 second, Pa. You asked me, are you Egyptian or are you Nubian? So my answer to that is anybody that knows anything about ancient Egyptian history knows that the ancient Egyptians and the Nubians were one and the same people. Okay. They're one and the same people.
So now, again, show me.
That's a fact. I put 1,000 on it. I put 1,000 on it right now. Go ahead.
I don't care if they were the same.
Right.
My question is, show me the text that shows I'm an Egyptian.
You want it from, what text do you want it from?
Whatever book the Egyptians got, like we got records.
Okay.
Where the Bible at?
Right, go ahead.
Show me the Bible.
Show me. Bring me something. I got no problem with that.
Let me tell you something. We got a Bible right here. Right. That is over thousands of years old. The scrolls ain't never been changed. Okay. From Genesis to Revelations, the verses are the same. Now show me your book that says that I'm an Egyptian. I can show you in mine.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Okay, no problem. No problem. Go.
Get out of slavery. Why we got slavery?
1 second.
All of that. Now give me your book that gives me my identity and the exact same thing.
I'm gonna give you 2 verses from the pyramid text. You can accept them or you reject them. 1 second.
I'm just showing you who I am.
1 second. Well, first of all, I'm gonna tell you something. Number one, by the mere fact that you said that you are not black, the Egyptian text is not gonna tell you that. 1 second. No, you can't answer for me. You already said that you ain't black. You said that. I didn't say that. It's on camera. I didn't say that. You said that. I'm not talking to you, so be quiet. I'm talking to him. All right. So now, you said to yourself, in front of everybody out here, you said you are not black. So if you are not black, the Egyptian text is not going to tell you that you are Egyptian. It can only tell you you are Egyptian if you claim you black. That's it. Now, hold on. You see that picture that he showed with the playing with the penises? See that? Let's talk about what it really is about. Y'all like to quote, hold on a second. We're going to talk about it right now. Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out.
Let me see it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me see the
picture. Here you go.
Man play with your penis?
Here you go. See that?
Yeah, that's grown men.
Show that. See that?
Look, I ain't holding the rod up so you
Now hold on. Now hold on. Now look. Now I'm going to show you. See that? See that picture? But hold on. Let me answer. Let me answer. Yeah, let me answer. He don't want me to answer. He don't want me to answer. He don't want me to answer. All right? Now the first thing that the Hebrew Israelites want to tell you, all you got to do is go on YouTube. Okay, I'm going to talk to you again. You want to know what that is, right?
I don't want nobody playing with my penis.
Okay, are you done? Okay, I'm not going to talk to you. You want to play games. He want to play games. Here you go. All right, so here we go. All right, so check it out. Number one, see? He got a loud, hold on 1 second. He got a loudspeaker. I ain't got a loudspeaker.
Answer to my question. Give him the answer. Why is he playing with
a grown man's penis? All right, how many times you going to ask me the same question before I answer?
You keep turning that way.
Okay, I'm going to answer you.
No sweat, answer.
All right, number one, if you don't know the difference between surgery and playing, then you don't need to be out here talking to anybody. Okay, that's number one. You don't need to be out here talking to anybody because apparently you don't know the difference between surgery and playing. These men are performing surgery. That's why they have medical instruments in their hand. I'll show the camera right there. They got medical instruments in their hand. Okay, that is not playing. That is not playing. There's the documentation right there. Now, number one, if you 1 second, I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Since y'all like to quote Dr. Ben as an authority, because I seen you do it, say you did. Say the Hebrew Israelites don't. Okay. Okay, I won't say you. Hebrew Israelites quote Dr. Ben. You not Hebrew Israelites?
We are the quintessential.
Are you Hebrew Israelites? So then you are Hebrew Israelites. So what I'm telling you, hold on, I'm gonna let you when you're done. Okay, what does that say? I'm gonna let the camera read it. It says circumcision, preparation for the craft of stone builders at 360 degrees. That's 2780 BCE, the third dynasty. Now, I'm going to tell you why. Excuse me.
Did the Hebrews copy that?
Of course they did. Yes, they did. That's why Dr. Ben put it in there. That's why Dr. Ben put it in there.
Okay, so now,
go ahead.
Circumcision. You saying that? No. sa.neter picks me up. sa.neter picks up. Let me see. Can I hold? Shakka.
Bro, I'm asking you to be respectful. Let me get his voice.
He don't have to do nothing.
Back
him up. He follow our orders. He don't follow your orders.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
Back up. Can I see the book? Can I see the book? Sure you can. Normally, if it was a Quran, I'd throw it, but I won't throw your book.
Now we're going to agree on that, T. Yeah.
Now, you saying that this is circumcision, right?
That's what it says. I didn't know. Hold on. Be honest now. It says it in the book.
It says it's in the book.
There you go. Dr. Ben says it's circumcision.
Get a picture of that.
Get a picture of that. There you go.
Y'all see this here? Give me circumcision in the Bible, please. What circumcision is in the Bible?
Go ahead.
Now, this circumcision, they say that we copy this circumcision from the Egyptians.
There you go.
Right? Y'all see these?
Dr. Ben said it.
Another man's penis.
There you go. Go ahead.
Dr. Ben said it.
Doctor, I didn't say he said it's his book. Look on the cover. It's his book. It's not my. Look, I'll show you.
I understand.
Right here. There it is. Dr. Ben. Right here.
Dr. Ben's book.
There you go. You could go ahead and destroy him. Yeah.
Dr. Ben says that these grown men is playing with other people's penis as a form of circumcision.
He didn't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. That's wrong. That's wrong. There you go.
Of course, everybody knows I'm adding that part. So now, what my question is, circumcision according to the Israelites is when a son is born on the 8th day while he's an infant. He gets circumcised. It's done today in the hospitals. We don't play with grown men's penises. And this is Dr. Ben's interpretation. Where is he getting it from? To say that that's what this act is. We have to trust that Dr. Ben is...
You can look at the picture and see what they're doing. You can look at it.
Let me tell you.
Yes.
Let me tell you what. You can take your book.
Okay, thank you, bud.
When I look at history, right?
Right.
History tends to repeat itself. We agree on that, right? That history does repeat itself. So I just go to what I see the faggots doing today. Okay. So on here, they are also playing with another man's penis.
Okay.
And they're painting it and they're dressing it.
Okay, I have no problem with it. They say they are. You are correct.
African people.
Yes.
In that picture.
Right.
And these are African people.
Yes.
In this picture.
Yes.
Couldn't it also be a safe assumption that they just...
No, it cannot. No, the only reason I would say no, let me ask you a question. Here you go. All right, cool. All right. The reason why it's not the same, Tazaryah. Okay, the reason why it's not the same is because you can see in the picture clearly they are not drawing or painting as those Africans are in the picture there. They are performing surgical. They're performing surgery. It's a surgical operation. Yes, it is.
Now,
hold on. Can we say why? Hold on. You said why the Hebrews did it. Let's talk about why the Egyptians did it. Because we can't presume that they are the same, that they did it for the same reasons.
Y'all say we copied it.
Well, that's why we say we copied it. Hold on. Let's deal with two different things.
So we'll deal with your side. You said the Egyptians had circumcision, and
right.
You tell me why they did circumcision.
Yes, and then, but hold on, it's a two-part thing. One, I said the Egyptians had circumcision, and then I'm going to tell you why they did it. And then two, I'm going to show you why the Hebrews copied it. So those are two different things. Let's not make them one and the same, okay? Okay, they're not one and the same. Okay, let's do the first one, okay? Number one, it says right there that in order to be entered into the craft, preparation for the craft, that was the craft is a system dealing with secret knowledge of mathematics and things of that nature. In order to do that, you had to have your foreskin removed, but you could only have it removed in Egyptian custom after you graduated from their universities. Before you entered directly into the craft, or directly before you were entered into the university, you would have to have your foreskin removed. This is how circumcision, let me finish. This is how circumcision began. Let me finish. Okay, go ahead.
Now, you said the circumcision was something that was performed after you had when you wanted to be a part of the craft, which you said represented mathematics and knowledge and stuff like that, right? What is circumcision to Israel?
That's a different question. That's a different question. You already explained what it is. You just explained what it is.
No, I told you what the action was that was done.
I
didn't explain why it was done.
Okay, no question. I'm not talking about why.
It's important to understand why, because y'all love to say that we copy from y'all. Now,
can I tell you what it's based on? Hold on, stop now, because I didn't get to number 2. Can I tell you why I said they copied? Can I tell you why? Very simple reason. Very simple reason. Why? Because when they were doing it, that's the date. That's the very important thing that I'm making to you. The reason why I say the Hebrews copied is because the Egyptians were doing this at 2780 BCE. There were no Hebrews in the world at 2780 BCE performing circumcision. So the Egyptians were performing the operation before there were any Hebrew Israelites on the planet. That's a fact. That's a documented evidence right there. Put it in front of the camera. It was a date. Sure.
The first thing you said was that the Egyptians' form of circumcision was because they was going into some craft of mathematics or whatever, and then when in order to get into it, you had to have your foreskin removed because there's some magic.
That's common. That's common. I didn't say because there's magic power in it.
Add stuff.
Okay, I didn't say there was magic power in it. Okay. Oh, okay.
All right. So now.
Okay.
That's the first part. And then the part that you're saying that we copied it from is based on the date that it was said to be done.
At the date that it's documented as being done.
The date that it's documented as being done. Now, this is my response. Now I get to respond, right?
Yes, you do.
I'm going to respond a little backwards. Okay. The dating, where does that date come from?
Where does the date come from? It's there. It's there along with the rest of the evidence, the primary evidence.
Who dated it is what I'm asking.
It's dated along with a chronology that's established by academic scholars.
Did you say that again?
I said it is dated by a chronology that is established by academic scholars.
So that date would be accurate, right?
For a debate's sake, yes, sure.
For a debate's sake, that date is accurate.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm going to give you an example of why dating is bullshit.
Okay, we might agree on that, but go ahead.
This is totally different from circumcision.
Okay, go ahead.
This is the Enuma list, right? The Enuma list is a tablet that they said was found that predates what they say Egypt or whatever the case may be, right? So they dated it as well. Because the white man in his ever-knowing, all-powerful science is able to come up with dates that we can then use. Now, I asked him, is that date correct? It's basically what I'm asking him where it came from. He said it came from scholars or intelligent people or whatever. When they did the Enuma,
I said it was established by academic scholarship. That's what I said.
Scholarship, however you want to word it. When they came up with the Enuma list, I'm going to read. You can get this right on the Smithsonian website. This is not my writing. It says the Enuma list exists in various copies from Babylon to Assyria. It says the roughly 18th to 16th centuries BCE. Now, the academic scholars say 18th to 16th century BCE, and it says although some scholars favor a date of 1100 BC. Now, why do they have 3 different dates? I'm asking, why do they have 3 different dates?
Well, you and me both know why. Because it's difficult to get any accurate date, but hold on one second. Hold on, let me answer the question. Just because that's a good question. Just because you can't get, you ain't cut me. It ain't cut me. I ain't bleeding, baby. I'm not bleeding. You PK. All right. Now let me answer your question. You could get that's why they always put circa. Circa means around the time, roughly around the time. So it's not. Yeah, tell me why. Tell me why. Tell us why.
Carbon dating, the system that they use to date,
It's not accurate.
Thank you.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
The reason that we copy is because of a date, and then now admit that the date could be wrong.
Well, hold on. No. Whoa. Well, hold on. Go ahead.
Wait, stop. Here's my point. I'm just showing you the fallacy or the incorrectness of bringing a date in front of an Israelite.
So the
hold on, wait 1 second. Of even bringing a date as valid information. Dates ain't valid, especially when we talking about listening to the so-called white man. That's why I pulled up the Enuma list. They gave 3 dates for the record, and it's still circa, as you said, because they don't know when the date is.
Okay, now can I respond? Can I respond? Hold on. Secret knowledge.
He said secret knowledge.
Secret knowledge. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Well, okay. All right, hold on. Okay, 1 second.
Got nothing to do with, no, we want to know 2 plus 2, what's the square root of 64, or no nonsense like that. The secret knowledge is, I'll bang you in your behind, and you don't tell nobody my secret.
Respond to what he said. I got to respond to what he said. Excuse me. All right, hold on. All right. Now, okay, cool. No problem. Hold on. First of all, let's deal with the dates, because I didn't forget anything you said. That's all that shit you said doesn't move me and didn't intimidate me. All right? Number 1, if you notice something about the dates that they named for the Enuma Elish, what did they all have in common? What they all had in common is that they were narrowed down to the end of the 1st millennium BCE and the beginning of the 2nd millennium BCE. Let me finish. Nah, bro, hold on. I'll let you finish. You gonna give me the same. 1 second. So hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. Hold up, bro. I'll let you speak uninterrupted. I can't get the same respect. I'll let you speak uninterruptedly. There you go. Okay, now that's cool. That's cool. Bro, relax. Okay, that's number 1. If you notice about the dates, hold on. I agree with you. The dates are not accurate. But just because the date is not accurate does not mean that you cannot get it narrowed down to a general area. We both know that that's a fact, so we're not going to argue that. So hold on 1 second. We can argue that some other time. Let's deal with what you just said about the man-child thing that you quoted from the Bible. Number 1, there's a book by a man who lived in Harlem called Man-Child of the Promised Land by Claude Anderson. Apparently, you are ignorant of what the term man-child means. The term man-child is a euphemism for an adolescent male. This is why even in Hebrew culture, a Hebrew culture, a bar mitzvah is given at what age? 12 years old. Why? Because the Hebrew is said to become a man at that age. So you can't tell me that go ahead, bring it. Bring me something.
Did he say that we...
I said bar mitzvah.
Okay.
I said bar mitzvah.
Where does bar mitzvah come from?
Go ahead.
You get a bar mitzvah? My child, their children are not going to have a bar mitzvah. Okay. We are not Jewish, okay. You're not talking to white Khazars, converts. You're talking to real Jews. We don't have no such thing as bar mitzvah. That is bullshit.
That still doesn't change the fact that you don't know what a man-child is. What is a man-child? What is a man-child? What does the term man-child mean? It means an adolescent, a male adolescent. That's why it's called man-child. Adolescent. I said adolescent. You don't know what an adolescent is?
Adolescent can be any age.
Yes.
Let's say 12.
Sure. 12 and up. 12 and up. No. 12 and up is adolescent. 12 and up, you telling me? 12, I work in the education system. 12 and up is adolescent.
You should maybe go back and get
Go ahead. I'm fine, bro. I'm fine.
Man-child?
Yeah.
It's talking about when you got the 8 days.
Go ahead, give it to me.
Cut all day.
Cut me. I ain't bleeding.
And ye, and he that is 8 days old.
He that is what? He that is what?
He that is 8 days old.
Now this man-child that is 8 days old, read,
shall be circumcised among you.
So now when this talk about man-child, just for those that are stupid and don't understand what it means when it says man-child, it gets specific with the exact day. And it says when that child is 8 years old, you circumcise that child. Not when he's 20, not when he's 30,
All right. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. I respect that. I respect that. Okay. There's nothing nonsense because you know why? You still have not proved that the Hebrew Israelites did not adopt the custom from the ancient Egyptians because they had it prior to the Hebrew Israelites. You have not proved it. Why? Because they altered it? Because they changed the age? That doesn't mean they didn't copy it.
We ain't following what the reason that you gave me, the whole math and craft and all that. What math and craft we trying to learn? Now let me ask you just a simple yes or no question. Whether you believe in it or not, you do understand that we believe we Israelites.
I do. I certainly do.
We go into it, we follow everything.
Oh, and I respect it.
And we follow everything about it, right? You agree with that, right? I would think so, yeah. So now, what math or craft we trying to get into?
Well, I can't answer that question.
We're not trying to get into no math or craft. But according to what you're saying we copying, we should be trying to get into math and craft.
Not necessarily so. Not necessarily so.
Said that we copying from them.
Absolutely. That's it. Right.
Similar between what you're saying, I shouldn't even say what you're saying, what Dr. Ben is saying is being done, and what the Bible is saying we do.
We agree with that, but hold on one second. You can hold on one second. You can copy a practice and use it for something different. Yes, you can. Yeah, but you did.
Africans that was not circumcised, that we actually circumcised when we wanted to kill them for raping our sister. That's in the scriptures.
I won't deny it.
Matter of fact, when Moses got his Midianite woman and wanted to circumcise her, she did not want to do it. And when she did it, she called him a bloody man.
Can you give me a date for when the Hebrews started circumcising their children? Can you give me a date? I'm just asking you for a date. Yeah.
You see how when you asking for this date, even if I was to give you a date, I wouldn't believe it.
You wouldn't believe it?
Now, let me answer the question.
Okay. Well, hold on. If you're not going to go with a date, that means you cannot disprove that they did copy it from the Egyptians because you don't subscribe to dates.
Let me answer.
For me, dates are everything. I'm a historian.
If dates are everything, then you're a fool. Okay. Because the historians is telling you that none of the dates are accurate. None of them, because carbon dating is flawed. So now, if you're going to trust in nonsense, I don't trust in nonsense.
Well, hold on. What makes you think? Whoa. What makes you think? No. You're wrong. You are wrong. What makes you think they arrived at the date through carbon dating? Where's your proof that that's how they arrived at that date?
All you got to do is just study how they came up with it.
Show me the documentation. Yo, you got 5 more minutes and I have to go because I got to let somebody in my house.
Do you know that when they do their study of time, they do it based on the Bible? You can look that up.
That's okay. That's all right. All right.
Why do they call it? Well, let me tell you something. This is a creation timeline here. Since he liked time so much. Get that, Zakar. Can you get that? I know it's dark. This is a creation timeline. Now, you said what time is what. So now, if I go by what the white man say, this is the timeline that they give here. They give, 1 second, bear with me. They say in 4108, hold 1 second. They say in 4108 BC.
I'm finally getting a chance to talk. Relax, man.
They say in 4108 BC is when creation happened. They say 3978 Seth was born. They say Noah was born in 3486 or 3121 BC. They say that the flood occurred in about 2452 BC. They say Abram was born in 2160 BC. Now, all of these dates mean nothing to me. All of them dates, go out of cat. All of them mean nothing to me.
Okay.
All of them mean nothing to me. Now, let me tell you why they mean nothing to me.
Tell me why.
Because the white man is the goddamn devil.
Okay, we agree on that.
The devil, he would never give you nothing that's true.
We agree on that.
What would he give you that's true? So now, when you say I don't deal with timeline, it's not because I'm not intelligent enough to deal with timeline. I'm intelligent enough to see bullshit with its bullshit and then leave it alone. You know what I believe? What's written in this book that has actually come true.
But hold on 1 second. You still did not prove to me that they arrived at that date through carbon dating for the circumcision that I showed you, that I documented. You still have not proved to me or the people out there that they use carbon dating to arrive at their date.
No sweat. All you gotta do is just look it up. I just don't have it with me, but for sure.
I gotta look it up. Yeah, so you don't have that evidence, okay?
No, I have it. I have the evidence. I just don't.
You don't have it here. Okay,
it's not really. I wouldn't say it if it was.
Just like I don't have the text here to show you that the text said that you are an Egyptian. No problem. So we on equal ground because I don't have it here. I don't have it here. I don't have it. No, I know it's in there. I just don't have it here right now. Like you don't have your evidence here right now.
So what business are you in then? If somebody asks me, how do I know you an Israelite? I can tell you the text, the scripture, and the verse. Because you know what? I'm in the business of saving black people. I asked you.
Well, why would you save black people? Why would you save black people? Hold on. Why would you save black people if you told me you're not black? Why do you care about saving black people?
If I walked up to you and say, hey, what's up, Judite? You ain't gonna know what I'm saying. Right. Common sense would tell you, you speak to people in a language that they can comprehend.
No, I'm not gonna understand you because I define myself. That's okay. I define myself by my race, not by a tribe. That's why.
Once again, if I walked up to you and say, hey, what's up, black? You gonna relate to that? If
yes, absolutely.
Like, you're not gonna relate to that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just gonna touch you. So when it comes to you telling me.
Okay. Can I ask you a question, Tazaryah? Go ahead.
I didn't ask you to whip out the text.
Right.
I said just tell me the text.
Right. I gave you two texts.
Say Deuteronomy 20:16, but you said you can't tell me. Which you said you know it's there.
Right.
But you can't tell me what.
I did not bring it with me. I could tell you what. No, I did tell you what text it's in. I could not give you the verse. Excuse me, brother. I did not give you the chapter and the verse, but I told you what text. I told you it is in the pyramid text. It is in the pyramid text.
Tell me that I'm Egyptian or Nubian, and you said.
I told you that they're one and the same. I told you they're one and the same.
Tell me how I'm Egyptian or Nubian.
I'm going to tell you, you are an African.
How?
So, you're an African. That's where your ancestors came from. Now, let me ask you this, Tazaryah. Let me ask you this. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Are you ever going to let me ask you this question so I can leave? Relax. No. It's his turn. He's entitled. Relax.
Give that to the white man.
Yeah.
Jesse Jackson came up with the term.
He damn sure did. We need to kick his ass for that.
Before that, we weren't African American.
Right. No, we refer to ourselves as Africans.
No, we did not.
We not? Hold on. We did not? We did not?
What did Marcus consider himself?
Africans. He did not consider himself an African.
Israelite.
Marcus, he just said that Marcus Garvey did not consider himself an African. I want you to remember that.
Just like the Israelites.
Is he like, hold on, shush. He just said that Marcus Garvey did not consider himself an African. So hold on, let me ask you a question. Why is it that the text that I find in the Bible, I also find in the Egyptian text, but earlier, predated in the Egyptian text? Can you explain that to me why?
Well, from what I understand, this little study or whatever that you do, you take bits and pieces of it, and you don't really understand what it is that you're saying.
Oh, okay.
You don't.
Okay. All right.
And what's this here?
Oh, it's just a book. It's my book. Yeah, it's my book. It's a book I wrote. Yeah, it's called Codex. Yeah. Right. That's okay. You can call it what you want. That's fine.
Disqualify you from whipping that book out.
Go ahead. Feel free. Put it on me.
Your own words said that you're 10th grade, you dropped out.
I sure did drop out of 10th grade, absolutely.
Your own
proud of
said that if you ain't a PhD, you don't adhere or listen to anybody.
No, what I said was, I'm going to tell you what I said. I'm going to tell you exactly what I said. I'm going to tell you what I said. I tell you what I said. I said I read PhD material. That is what I said. I read PhD material.
So I read that from a 10th grade dropout.
I'll tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Because you're reading it from
the PhD.
Absolutely.
Graduate out the 10th grade.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Who said I couldn't graduate out the 10th grade? No, I chose to leave the system, my brother.
Errors in that. So now, why should anybody?
Even PhDs got errors. Your Bible got more errors than my book. Your Bible got more errors than my book. Your Bible has more errors than my book. Your Bible has more errors than my book.
Is it more than 48 pages?
There you go.
That's not a book. Okay. And I bet he got.
Hold on. Where you get that criteria from? Where you get that criteria from? Where you get that criteria? Where you get the criteria from? Relax. Okay.
You're letting him take you off.
That's okay. That's okay. But second, relax. Okay, I got you. I heard you. Now I'm gonna ask you again. Why is the text in the Bible? They're not. Okay, no problem. So there's no text that's in the Bible that's found in the Egyptian text. Okay, hold on, that's fine. I'm going to let you have that. That's not a problem. I'm going to let you have that. For right now, I'm going to let you have that. And the only reason I'm going to let you have it, honestly, is because I don't have no light to read right now. That's it. That's fine. That's okay. That's okay.
Your own words means don't respect your book. Okay. You said you only read PhDs.
I said I read the PhDs.
And then we gotta study your book?
Because I read the PhDs.
You said I only read PhDs? Yo, listeners to this.
Oh no, I would tell you, read PhDs.
Shakka.
And read the PhDs.
So when Shakka come with his book, I can't read Shakka's book by default because I should only read PhDs like Shakka do.
Well, hold on 1 second. You're missing something. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you something. Hold on 1 second, bro.
24 pages.
Go ahead.
Pamphlet. Go ahead. That's how much knowledge you don't have.
Well, I disagree with you. I disagree with you.
It should have been chapters. It should have been 100 pages. Should have been 150. Say, give me 99.9 pages.
Okay. No problem. Okay, no problem.
Hebrew killer, sa.neter.
Hold on. It says the watch. Hold on 1 second. This is the Hebrew killer, and we're gonna see it. This is the Hebrew killer, and we're gonna see it.
4-page pamphlet that brought out grown men playing with other penises for a secret knowledge.
Wait a minute. Then he went back to playing pieces.
Each other in it behind and not tell. You know what they call that today? Illuminati. You know what they call that today? The Masons. You know what they do? They call that 33rd degree masonry, where they go and have sex with each other. And you know what they probably did? Play with each other's penis and kept it a goddamn secret as grown men. We don't copy that nonsense. When you read Leviticus to 18, give me Leviticus 18, please.
Let him go. You let him go. I don't care. You let him go.
You give me Leviticus to 18.
Everybody gotta have their time. It's his turn. Please.
Okay, no sweat.
Go ahead.
You got Leviticus 18. No, ask your next question. I can read the scriptures at any time. No, I want.
Okay, so again.
He made a mention about the Egyptians.
Right.
Now, Egypt comes from a Greek terminology, right?
Right.
Why would the Egyptians continually, even in this future tense, consider themselves Egyptians?
But we don't.
Oh,
They say
hey,
Timon. We know that Egypt is a Greek term, but we don't say Egypt.
You don't even use
You go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Ask your question. You ask your question. No, ask your question.
Okay, so my question to you
Just
again
don't
is.
whip out that whack
Hold on,
ass
are you
book.
lucky? Because I can't see right now. That's the only reason I'm not going to pull it out. No, if I pulled it out, I will put it on you. Trust me.
You couldn't see the book. When
Okay, we're going to find out. Remember everything you said. Hey, look. Remember everything you saying now. Remember.
Green got fried writing that book. That's why he only got the 44 pages.
Okay. Remember everything you saying.
Hey, what's the number on Amazon? And then he had the nerve to put the book on Amazon to see if they was gonna buy it. What's the number? What's the count?
Right now it's 36,000. 36,000 bestsellers.
The 36,000 on the bestseller.
Okay.
Nobody don't buy it.
Wow, whoa, 36,000. I didn't even know I was on the bestseller list. I just found out I'm on the bestseller list through the Hebrew Israelites. Damn, yo, I'm on the bestseller list. I didn't even know that. Damn, thank you, bro.
Question.
Damn.
Ask your question.
Well, you just told me everything I need to know. My book, hold on 1 second. My book, Codex Game Over, is on the bestsellers list. I just found this out. Hold on. The Black Hebrew Israelite just told me my book, Codex Game Over, is on the bestseller list for Amazon.com. That came out of his own mouth. Okay, yeah. My question to you again is Codex Game Over. My question to you again is I'm asking you again, why is the text found in the Bible found in the Egyptian text prior to that? Well, see, like I told you, it's dark right now and I can't see the print. No.
Study, man. Like if I say I can't read because it's in the dark, I can for sure pull it out. Because I'm a studied, intelligent man. I actually graduated high school. You know what I mean? So I'm a studied, intelligent man.
That's awesome.
Obviously, you're not a studied, intelligent man. That's why you keep saying it's too dark to see.
Right, okay.
You know, the scriptures say the blind lead the blind. That's what you do.
Well, no, I got bad eyesight.
The scriptures say see and they can see not. So you just can't see, period.
Okay.
You can't teach me.
Okay, no problem.
You couldn't tell me I was an Egyptian. You just said I'm an African. I'm from Africa.
All right.
You couldn't tell me who I was.
You got it.
No sweat. Go get the car? Go ahead. No, go ahead, ask your question.
All right, I guess I'm pretty much out of questions. You already answered all my questions. And on some respectful shit, thank you. I appreciate that. You answered all of my questions.
This is who you brought down to interrupt. The brother was going into a heavy topic about black people in the condition, and I got to deal with niggas playing Africans.
But I'm still trying to figure out why you concerned with black people if you're not black. So I'm still lost on that one.
You concerned because
hold on, and you still telling me that the Africans? You still telling me, yo? Get that camera over here. You still telling me that the Africans are not my brother. 1 second. You still telling me that the Africans are not my brother, but this white man that you got with you is my brother. So I'm just trying to figure that out.
Why you calling him white though?
Okay, because he looks like a white man to me.
You base race on color. Right. But we don't. So Bob Marley is black then.
Okay.
So I'm asking, is Bob Marley a Jamaican?
Bob Marley himself said that he wasn't black.
No,
he said that himself.
But if you saw him walking down the street right now, you would think he was.
Well, no, you would think he was. You don't know what I would think. You would think he was. I wouldn't think he was.
No, I would not, because I know every black skin, meaning their color, doesn't mean we're the same.
Right.
You got Arabs that are black.
They're
not my people. You got Hawaiians that got color. They're not my people. My people are this man. This is my brother. Because he's a Puerto Rican, and the so-called Puerto Ricans are my brothers. The so-called Dominicans.
I have no problem with that. Okay.
The Panamanians.
So I have a question for you. Are the white Puerto Ricans your brother as well?
When you say white Puerto Ricans.
White Puerto Ricans.
When you say
There are no white Puerto Ricans?
In Puerto Rico?
Yeah, white people that live in Puerto Rico, born and raised in Puerto Rico.
Are not my people.
They're not your people.
No.
Okay, but the black people who live in Puerto Rico are your people.
The Puerto Ricans, who their daddy is from, who their daddy is Puerto Rican, those are my people. Just like just like sa.neter is my people.
But here's the problem. The problem with that,
He's Dominican.
Puerto Rican is not a race. Puerto Rican is not a race.
Puerto Rican means rich.
Right, it's not a race.
Went to the land.
So how is he?
So-called Puerto Rican.
Okay, so how is he your brother if it's not a race called that? Hold on, if it's not a race called Puerto Rican, if there's no race called Puerto Rican, how can you tell me that a Puerto Rican is your brother?
That's a good question. What is Native Indians?
It's a misnomer.
Right. What does that mean?
It's a misnomer.
Dominican. What part is that?
It's a misnomer. T, I'm gonna let you answer that. You got this one because I gotta bounce. Yo, I really gotta bounce. You just gotta give him this one.
The wicked flee with no man
go ahead.
pursuing. You
Go
got
ahead.
in front of my camp.
No, you're right. I come here for you. Go ahead.
Right. No, you didn't
demolish me. Put it down. Put it down.
Get destroyed and cut.
There you go. Put it down, baby.
Cut you the piss. You don't really. I ain't your baby either. You know what I mean?
That's a Harlem term that we use.
No, well, that sounds like some Egypt homo shit, y'all.
I ain't mad at that. That's fine.
No sweat. But I'm done. You can go ahead about your business.
My brother. Boom. We got it. You got what you need. There you go. I gave you everything you need. Don't ever touch me again as long as you live. Don't ever touch me again, dude.
Shakka,
you get into them bad, dude. All right,
come on, you got Shakka, listen.
Don't ever do that.
Yeah. You can't.
Nah, I'm not shaking your hand.
No problem. No problem. It could be whatever. No problem. Hey, yo, no problem. It could be whatever. Real talk. We could do it whatever. It don't matter. You know that.
Christianity.